Good morning. Chairman Levin, Ranking Member Camp, members of the committee, thank you for the opportunity to appear before you today to report on the progress of the Recovery Act and specifically the tax credit and payments programs under the Recovery Act. It's been a privilege to collaborate with Assistant Secretary Mundonca and his Treasury team as well as the talented team at the IRS on these programs and on other energy-related tax issues. I'll keep my remarks brief this morning. I've submitted a more detailed testimony for the record. It is a tribute to this committee that the Section 48C and Clean Energy Manufacturing Tax Credit and the Section 1603 Payments in lieu of Tax Credit programs have been among the most successful clean energy job creation and innovation programs under the Recovery Act. Today, these programs are putting Americans back to work and positioning the U.S. to regain leadership in high technology, clean energy manufacturing and generation. The competitive 48C manufacturing tax credit was so successful and so oversubscribed that the President has asked Congress for an additional $5 billion to expand that program. The 1603 program gave new life to renewable generation in the United States and should be evaluated as part of a comprehensive energy and climate legislation. This committee's leadership has been important to the success of the Recovery Act, and we look forward to working with this committee to ensure long-term U.S. leadership in high technology, clean energy, manufacturing, and generation. Across the federal government, the Recovery Act included more than $90 billion in appropriations, including more than $30 billion in tax programs to support more than $150 billion in clean energy projects. The Recovery Act directed DOE to work with Treasury to administer the $2.3 billion in competitive clean energy manufacturing tax credits, and likewise the Act directed DOE to work with Treasury to administer an estimated $16 billion in renewable energy generation payments in lieu of tax credits. We worked closely with our Treasury colleagues to manage a detailed, competitive peer review process to select the 183 projects in 43 states to receive the $2.3 billion available in clean energy manufacturing tax credits. The competition for these funds was oversubscribed 3-to-1 with good projects, and the competitive process allowed us to select a portfolio of really great projects to help lead the renaissance in U.S. high technology clean energy manufacturing. Likewise, we worked with Treasury so far to award $3.1 billion in payments in lieu of tax credits to 718 renewable energy generation projects in 44 states. The 1603 program directly addressed the freeze in the tax equity markets related to the financial crisis, enabling these projects to close financing and begin construction again. These tax incentives help support a 39% increase in renewable generation capacity in the United States last year. These tax programs were particularly effective in getting money out the door quickly to put Americans back to work on great projects that otherwise would have been idled in the face of the Great Recession. The combination of the 48C program and the 1603 renewable generation payments has put the United States on the path to doubling both high technology clean energy manufacturing and renewable generation capacity by 2012. These programs are bringing private capital off the sidelines and back into the clean energy financing markets. Importantly, these tax incentives have made the United States globally competitive again in attracting the best technology and manufacturing investments to create jobs in the United States. These Recovery Act investments are putting Americans to work. The tax programs are not actually required to report into federalreporting.gov, but the 1603 fund recipients reported that these projects created 12,000 jobs last year, and if they continue as expected, would create 60,000 jobs across the life of the program. Likewise, the 48C program applications estimated that federal dollars would support 17,000 jobs directly and more than 50,000 jobs generated by these selected clean energy manufacturing projects. The energy tax incentives under the Recovery Act have been effective in creating jobs quickly and restarting industries that were on the verge of shutting down. These incentives are also laying the foundation for a broad expansion in high technology, clean energy manufacturing in the United States. Thanks to this committee, these programs are positioning the United States to regain global leadership in these high-growth markets, and these tax programs remain an important policy tool for the future. Thank you for the time this morning. I look forward to answering your questions.